Hey guys, welcome back. The title of this video is going to be Skip the Vacation to Build Generational Wealth. Skip it. Okay? You ever see, when you're out on vacation, do you ever see people carrying like an infant or a baby in one of those little baby, backpacks, where the baby's facing you, that kind of thing? You ever see that? When you're out at maybe Disney World or on a fancy vacation, you'll see that, right? You'll see a young couple go out and have their baby with them, right? Well, what are they doing? They're spending probably, 10 grand on a vacation when they've got an infant or a toddler. And what could they be doing with that money? They could be saving it for their child when the time is right. And what do I mean by that? Well, I talked about this in a previous video about generational wealth. What is generational wealth? It's not what you leave behind for your children, okay? It's what you give your children when they're in their 20s and 30s. You gotta bootstrap them. You gotta bootstrap them for success, right? You don't want them going into debt in their 20s and 30s. And how can you prevent that? Well, skip the vacation, okay? You see this all the time. Young people who are having children, they're going out on selfish, lavish vacations when they could just skip it, take that 10 grand for the vacation and put it away. Put it away in a high yield savings account, put it away in a 529 plan. I'm not a professional financial advisor. I'll disclose that, but that's my opinion. That's what you should do. Do something like that, all right? Figure it out. Save the money and compound 2 decades worth of that money for your kids, for that generational wealth. And maybe they'll do the same thing for your grandkids, okay? You see this all the time, and it's real frustrating. What's a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old gonna remember about Disney World when they're that young? Nothing, right? I hate to tell people what to do. It's just my opinion, right? If you want to live your life, lavishly when you have young children, go for it. If you find value and wealth in doing that, more power to you. But if you don't give your kids anything in their 20s or 30s, especially in this world, in this day, and especially 20 years from now, who knows what things are going to cost, right? I'm sorry to tell you, but your kids are going to be kind of mad at you, to be honest. And then how's that wealth going to be, right? If they're stuck in debt and unhappy, and maybe they don't have kids because of that, right? If you want to have grandkids when your kids get older, you might want to help them out. And so I just say, man, skip the vacation. Don't do it. Take the money and invest it in your children, in your family. You want to invest it in Walt Disney World, right? Is that where you want to invest your money so that you can get a photo op with your 1 or 2 or 3-year-old kid? Give me a break. Honestly, get over yourselves. You had a kid, you're an adult now. Welcome to the real world. You wonder why your kid is poor and having problems? Because you made decisions when they were 1 and 2 that weren't so wise. Start being wise, all right? Grow a pair. Honestly, grow up. That's the problem with people today, young people today. They still want to live this lavish lifestyle when they have children. You don't need to. Kids do not care at these ages. They don't. They could care less about what you're doing up until probably the age of 10, to be honest. Maybe 8 and 9, 10, you start doing things, you start going on vacation more often, But anything under 5, you're going on a 10 grand vacation, dude, save the money, all right? So, and to top that off, if you go on vacation with little kids, it's not much of a vacation. You got to bring like a wagon full of stuff, you know, bottles, milk, food, diapers, the list goes on, creams. The list goes on and on and on. And, you know, you go to Disney World, you go in the park for like an hour, and then like the kids crying, they're hot, they're sweaty. You know, what is so fun about that? Nothing. You know, why would you put yourself through that situation? What, just so you can get a photo op for Facebook or whatever, so you can have that memory in the memory book? You can make those memories right in your house. Go make a printout, cutout of Mickey Mouse. Go print on a piece of cardboard the castle, right? Get creative in your life when you have children. That's a much cheaper option. I'd rather you go out, buy a print cartridge and a piece of cardboard or markers, whatever you need to mimic the Disney World trip, and post it on Facebook. Do it. People will crack up at that. And you know what you might want to do? Why not? Say in the post, hey, I saved $10,000 and put it in my kids' 529 plan, and we went to Disney World, right? And maybe you'll just go viral. Why not, right? Start a trend. Start a trend for young people who have children, for them to save money going to Disney World. There you go, right? Do something creative and new, because this is getting old, watching people take their kids on these lavish vacations. Like I said, if you have, you know, if you have millions of dollars and you can afford it and you want to go through that hassle, go right ahead, you know. But I hope you're saving some money towards your kids' financial future, towards their generational wealth, okay? Be smart about it. And if you guys are planning on having kids out there, you know, take this tip. Be creative. Stay at your home, okay? Skip the trip. Anyways, you guys, thanks for coming. And take a look at my previous video if you could, and have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.